A party for her party. Pelosi throwing a celebration for Democrats' accomplishments. You know, accomplishments like skyrocketing deficits and close to double-digit unemployment. Now, with Republicans gearing up to take a whack at it, could the GOP have a justified grand old party 2 years from now with accomplishments like spending cuts and deficit reduction? Michigan Republican Thaddeus McCotter joins us now. Well, you guys are in the driver's seat, and what do you think? How do you feel right now about the possibility of living up to some of the grand expectations?
Well, I think that we've been entrusted with a majority in the House. We're going to have divided government heading in to the next Congress. And I think that Republicans are far from in a celebratory mood. We understand the weight of the responsibilities on us. And it's up to us not only to have the principled positions to try to reduce spending, but to put it in the context in which the country finds itself economically to make sure that we continue to have the public support for what we do.
You know, Congressman, it seems like, though, just hours after the dust settled on this, the GOP was somewhat in disarray. And you've got some who are protecting pork, some who want to get rid of it, already a lot of infighting. It seems this is not the way you wanted to get off, to start this whole new, second chance, if you will, off.
Well, I would certainly disagree with the assumption that we are in disarray. Clearly, our leadership is starting to shape up. It's going to be a smooth transition process. We've already got working groups set up with people like Greg Walden, and we have new members to incorporate a lot of them. And I think it's very interesting and very productive for Republicans to have the passionate principles that they expressed on the campaign brought into that conference. We're going to have a very large freshman class. They're going to have their voices heard on behalf of their constituents. And I think the constructive dialogue is very healthy and will eventually lead to policies the American people find to be felicitous.
You use the word passion, and I think that describes the grassroots movement in this country. Is there going to be the will, the political will, to get this stuff done? I mean, we're talking about the real tough stuff that people want done now, not later.
Well, I think you're right, and I think that means that we have to recognize that both sides are passionate. We've had 3 wave elections in a row, 2006, 2008, 2010. So what you're going to need in a divided government is both the Republicans and the Democrats working together on spending reductions. Because if not, it becomes a case of gotcha. The public gets disgusted, and we're off to see what happens in 2012. And with the clock ticking on us, with the very tumultuous times we have and the very distressing times we have economically in the age of globalization, as we've seen in other countries like France and Greece, you do not have as much time as some people think.
You're absolutely right. Now, you're part of GOP leadership. There's been some friction. You've already talked about the freshmen that are coming in, and they're coming in gung-ho. They're ready to go right now and to get things done. Are you going to try to slow them down a little bit and teach them the ways of Washington first, or are you going to say, you know what, go ahead, lead the charge, and let's get this stuff done?
Well, I'm not going to be rerunning my leadership position, but I will tell you this. We dropped our son off at college. He's a freshman there. And the little boy that we used to have crying when we'd have to leave him with Grandma ran out of the car. He was more than happy to participate in college life. But the young man also understood he had a lot of work to do. And I don't think that you have to do anything with the new members that are coming in because they understand the responsibilities of which they've been entrusted. They're diligent, they're principled, and they are going to get to work.
Before I let you go, can you tell us, is there one thing that's really up in the air that may or may not happen, but you feel very strongly you'll be able to get through, your party will be able to get it through, perhaps against all odds?
Well, I think you will see spending reductions. Congress, the chamber in which we've been entrusted, the House, does have control of the purse strings. And I think that gives us the ability to start to lay the ground rules on how low we're going to reduce spending before the Democrats can engage with us through the Senate or the executive branch.
All right, now you've got me singing Cats in a Cradle in my ear. Congratulations to your son and to you as well. Thank you very much.
Sorry to do that to you.
No, I love the song. Thanks.